Oh, great. It's this guy again.
It's time for you to mod a Wii U.
But I already have one modded with tiramisu.
I think it's about time you woke up to take a whiff of that sweet aroma.
Hello and welcome back to the VideoGame O.R, the series where we show you the process in repairing and restoring all things gaming. Today we'll be going over how to mod a Wii U to run the Aroma Homebrew environment, which is taken over for the previous primary custom firmware, Tiramisu. So without any further ado, let's begin the procedure. As with all console mods which involve modifying a system's software or hardware, you run the risk of potentially breaking your system. Be sure to watch the video in its entirety to ensure that all steps are done correctly. With that being said, proceed at your own risk. Now, in order to begin modding your Wii U, you'll need the following: a Wii U on the latest system update, either version 5.5.6 or 5.5.5, an internet connection, and an SD card. With the physical items in hand, let's download the required files. Head over to the website Aroma for your cafe, so we can download the environment loader and Aroma archives. You'll need to check the 4 boxes for things you're not going to do, located at the bottom of the page so that we can access the downloads. Make sure that the environment loader and NAND dumper are selected, then press the green button to download the payloads. Next, scroll to and download the base Aroma files. Now, that's pretty much everything that's needed for running Aroma. However, feel free to take a moment and look at the additional plugins and modules section in case there's anything else you wanted to install. You can always add these plugins later if you'd prefer. Next, we'll want to head over to the link in the description for the GitHub repository hosting the Sigpatches.rpx file. This module is required for playing content installed on the system that was not installed through the eShop. You can also do this using a plugin, however, adding the file to the SD card works more reliably. Once downloaded, right-click on the environment loader archive and extract its contents. Within the extracted Wii U files, you should see a payloads folder along with 2 other files. Now right-click on the Aroma archive and extract the contents. Opening the Wii U folder this time, you should now see a new Apps and Environments folder. We'll need to place that Sigpatches file within Aroma's modules. To do this, enter the Environments folder, followed by Aroma. Now go into the Modules folder, and then Setup. From here, simply drag and drop the Sigpatches file to this directory. Next, you'll want to connect the SD card to your computer, as we'll need to format it for use on the Wii U. Right-click on the SD card device within the file browser and select Format. On the pop-up window, set the file system to FAT32 and the allocation unit size to 32 kilobytes. Then rename your device to anything other than Wii U and begin the formatting process. Once the SD card has been formatted, copy the Wii U folder to it. Then eject the device from your computer and insert it into the console. When on the Wii U, make sure it's connected to the internet, then head into Download Management and see if there's a system update available. It should automatically begin downloading when the console is connected to the internet. If there is a system update, be sure to install it before proceeding. With the console updated, let's back up our system's NAND. In order to do this, launch the internet browser and enter Settings. Then delete cookies and reset the save data. We'll want to do both of these before moving forward to ensure we have a clean browser for installing our Homebrew. You'll be prompted to confirm the save data reset. Press the blue button to do so and exit the browser. Now head back into the internet browser and wait for new save data to be generated. Then we'll want to head over to the exploit site. Navigate to the search bar at the top of the screen and enter wiiuexploit.xyz. Pressing OK will take you to the web app for setting up custom firmware. Once loaded, click on Run Exploit and hold down the B button until you're taken to the screen to select a payload. Then navigate to the NAND dumper option and select it. On the subsequent screen, you're able to select what you want to back up. Make sure the SLC, SLC CMP, OTP, and CPROM are all set to yes. The MLC is optional, as that's just any eShop content or game updates you may have downloaded. Depending on the size of your console's internal storage, you may need a larger SD card in case you wanted to back those up. Once you have the dump selected, press the A button to begin the backup process. You'll have a progress bar shown on the gamepad for the duration of the dump. Now, this can take a while, especially if you chose to dump the MLC, so be patient. After the backup process completes, the console will restart. Once the system is loaded back to the dashboard, go ahead and turn off the console and take out the SD card. Then insert it into your computer. You're going to want to copy the new .bin files from the SD card over to a safe location, as in case something happens that ends up corrupting the NAND, you'll need these in order to restore the system. system. Once copied, you can delete them from the SD card, eject it from the computer, and reinsert it into your Wii U. With the NAND backed up, let's install the payloader so we can enable Aroma. We'll have to launch the internet browser and navigate to the Wii U exploit site once again. Go on and press Run Exploit, although this time hold down the X button. This should load you into the environment loader. Within it, the only option you'll have to select is Aroma, so press A to load it up. Most likely you'll be taken to a yellow warning screen stating that your update folder still exists. Press the X button to prevent receiving any further updates from Nintendo, even though there most likely won't be any more. Next, we'll be prompted to select what menu we'll want to boot into. Select the Wii U menu using the A button, at which point your console should soft restart and load you into Aroma. You'll know that it's loaded correctly if you get a tip for configuring the menu on the top left of your screen. Next, we'll want to install the Payload loader onto our system so we can access the environment loader by launching the Health and Safety app. To do this, locate the Payload loader installer. It should be somewhere on your Wii U's app list. Once loaded, you'll have to run a check to see if an install is possible, and in most cases it is. After the check is complete, select the option to install/update. Then on the secondary confirmation screen that you'll definitely read, select Install. You should get a message stating that the install was successful, so go on and press the A button to shut down the system. At this point, all that's needed to enter the environment loader is to simply open the Health and Safety app. From there, you can select Aroma and then the Wii U menu as we did previously to load into the Homebrew environment. However, if launching the Health and Safety app constantly sounds like a drag, it can be bypassed by setting our console to boot into Aroma automatically. With Aroma loaded, navigate back into the Payload loader installer and run the check again. After the check is complete, select the Boot Options tab. Then select the Switch to Payload loader option. Once it's finished loading, press the A button to shut down the console once again. Upon booting the system up, you'll be greeted by the environment loader, but before selecting Aroma, press the Y or plus button to set it as the default environment. You'll know it's set when the text is green. Then do the same thing with the Wii U menu option under the boot selector. Once the console is loaded back into the Wii U menu, you've now successfully modded your Wii U and set it to load into Aroma automatically on startup, in turn unlocking the full potential of your system. If you want to learn more about what your modded console can do, be sure to check out our Homebrew app tutorials and the modded Wii's and U playlist. However, that's just about it for this video, but before we wrap up, let's see today's featured comment. This video's comment of the day was brought to you by Nikki2, who said, "Now this is a tutorial." Thanks for your comment, Nikki. I'm glad that you find our tutorials as exciting as pod racing. With that, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like and making that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any lingering questions, be sure to visit the help forums on our official Discord server, linked down below in case you're interested in stopping by. With that, I'll see you in the next one.